Gideon was a nice boy, but Gideon had a secret, a very silly secret. Gideon loved the name Brownie Belt. He thought it sounded funny. He thought it sounded delicious. One day Gideon decided something. "I want everyone to call me Brownie Belt," he declared. His parents chuckled. "That's a funny name, Gideon," his mum said, "but your name is Gideon." Gideon shook his head. "No, it's Brownie Belt." Gideon's friends thought it was funny too. They called him Gideon anyway. Gideon did not give up. He knew what he wanted. He wanted to be Brownie Belt. Gideon went to school. He told his teacher, "My name is Brownie Belt." The teacher smiled. "That's nice, Gideon," she said. "Now please take out your crayons." Gideon went to the park. He told the other children, "Call me Brownie Belt." They laughed. "Brownie Belt, that's silly," they said. But Gideon didn't care. He liked the way it sounded. One day, Gideon even wrote Brownie Belt on his school papers. His teacher had to talk to his parents. "Gideon is a very creative boy," she said, "but we should probably stick to his given name." Gideon grew up. He still wanted people to call him Brownie Belt. He told his boss, he told the mailman, he even told his pet goldfish, but nobody called him Brownie Belt. One day Gideon met a girl. Her name was Beatrice. Beatrice was very kind. She listened to Gideon's story. She laughed when he told her about Brownie Belt. "That's a very funny name," Beatrice said. "You know, you remind me of a Brownie Belt." Gideon's heart skipped a beat. "Do I?" he asked. "You do," Beatrice said. "You're sweet and chewy, just like a real Brownie Belt." From that day on, Beatrice called Gideon Brownie Belt. Gideon was so happy. He had finally found someone who called him by his favorite name. "You're the only one," he told Beatrice. "You're the best." Soon, Gideon and Beatrice fell in love. They got married, and guess what? Beatrice still called him Brownie Belt. Gideon was the happiest Brownie Belt in the world, and he lived happily ever after. The end.